over here, Joe. Sit down here. Wake up, Daddy. Wake up, Daddy. How y'all are gonna talk to those folk down in Georgia? I'm quiet.
Pickup artist, or you know.
Hello, vinyl community. Dave the Pickup Artist. Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. The weather here in Florida was excellent. Tough week other than that. As most of you know, I was rushed to the hospital after eating too much alphabet soup. It turns out I had a huge bowel movement.
Hush up, boy.
But anyway, we did manage to sneak in some pickups.
We got us some good uns. Dog if we don't.
So let's get started. The first one I've got is Tim Buckley and his first album.
With your beautiful hair and your 16 years
12-inch penis.
and listen to my mother say, oh baby, won't you stay mine? Your loving makes me feel so fine, and someday, baby,
Fatty liver.
This is a 180 gram vinyl repress. And this isn't shrink on this. This is actually a glossy cover. Very cool. And it's on this off urine colored vinyl. Yeah, his debut album. Now he was a teenager. He was I think 19 or 18, and he was in a club performing on Sunset Strip, and Jimmy Carl Black, who was the drummer for the Mothers of Invention, came in and saw him, and he was very impressed, and he talked to I think his name is Herb Cohen, who was Zappa's label, and they got him in with that label, and they even hooked him up with Jack Nietzsche to do the string arrangements. He was the go-to guy in California for string arrangements. So this is a great debut. Folk psych, I would call this. Yeah, very cool. This is my third album from him. They're all, I think everyone I've heard so far is great. Very unusual voice. So very cool. These are actually numbered too. These are limited to, this is on the music on vinyl. There's the hype sticker, limited to 1,000. Most people first saw Tim Buckley. He was on the last episode of The Monkees.
I have a 12-inch penis.
But yeah, glad to add that one. Next up, we've got Gandalf.
when I say I was wrong to choose you,
And we're cracking this one open for the first time.
Trying your best, it never feels like enough.
This is actually another repress. This is pretty much what the label looked like, though. Gandalf. Yeah, now the first presses of this album go for a lot of money, hundreds.
Goddamn fucking Nazi!
I was watching Matt Sand's video a couple weeks ago. He's got a video with this, it's him, he goes under the pseudonym Mellow Yellow, and he's got his friend, the psych professor. And he actually found a first press of Gandalf, and he paid $300, which is basically a steal, but the catch was there was apparently a skip on side 2 or something, but they thought they might be able to get the skip out, but very interesting purchase. But yeah, he found a first press of Gandalf, which is very hard to find. I think they're more like $1,000 depending on if it's perfect condition. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, this is a kind of whimsical, dreamlike psych. These guys, they originally wanted to call the band Gandalf and the Wizards because they were fans of Tolkien.
I am simply a trader of spices.
Kind of screwed them out of that, and they just called them Gandalf. And yeah, and they went through a bunch of different covers. They didn't like the first couple of covers. They didn't like this one either, but it got to the point where they had to settle on a cover, and this is the one. It's an iconic psychedelic cover.
Goddamn fucking Nazi!
So I ducked in yesterday and today records over the weekend, and yeah, I was had a little bit of free time in the San Marco area. Picked up a couple of records. First, I hit the $2 bin. I have not heard this yet. Wishbone Ash. Pilgrimage. In good condition. Didn't have this. Hopefully it's as good as Argus. I do have that one. This is my second Wishbone Ash album, I think. Yeah, my second one. This and Argus. Looking forward to hearing it. Looks like it's in good condition also. Also in the $2 bin, Spirit, the best of. I usually shy away from the best of and greatest hits, but this is in good condition. It's Spirit, one of my favorite 60s bands, and didn't have it, so yeah. I'll pick up anything by Spirit if it's in, good condition, and this is something you put on for somebody that's not familiar with Spirit. This year you give them this or something like that. But yeah, definitely worth a couple bucks. This one I paid a little bit more for, but this is in the both this next album and Gandalf are both in the psychedelic 100. There's Gandalf right there. But yeah, this one is also in it. Steppenwolf, recorded at the Matrix in San Francisco.
Daddy. Wake up, Daddy. Michael, a goddamn fucking Nazi!
This is an odd album, to say the least. It's got some very hard to read writing on the cover, and the extensive liner notes on the back, which I have not read yet, but I have listened to this. It's great. The Matrix is a small club. It's like a room. It's where the Doors, I played there when they were around the same time. This is 66, I believe. And, you know, it just sounds like there's a few people in the club. But they do, on side 2, it really gets weird. They do about 10 minutes of just weird avant-garde type stuff. Then they go into a 20-minute version of The Pusher. Very cool stuff. Yeah, this is, I guess, just early recordings. But very cool. The question is, why did they pick this Steppenwolf album instead of the other ones? Maybe, yeah, this is probably just more psychedelic. This is very psychedelic album. Glad to pick this up and add it. So yeah, some nice snags this week. And let's see, we got the guy at yesterday and today said that we've got another record show going on again in a couple of weeks. So yeah, this is going on. He says it's going on every other month, but it seems like it's every month. But it's all good. And I'll see you again next week. Take care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I got this message.